Probably you've heard a lot about launching new ad creatives as frequently as possible. But the question is, what kind of creatives precisely should I run for my brand? To answer this question, I will take two scenarios. The first one is if you have a brand new ad account with no data, and the second scenario if you've been running some ads for a while and you've got quite some insights. In this way, I will help both parties to understand much better which ads should you run next and which ads should you kind of take them and test in your ad account. Let's start with the first scenario. Let's say that you have a brand new ad account and you have no data and you don't know what kind of ads are converting, what kind of formats are working for your business. What should you do in that case? In this kind of scenario, I would actually recommend not reinventing the wheel. So simply what I would do in that case, I will go ahead and I will take a look at what kind of ads my competitors are running. And I will make a very in-depth research about my competitors. I will take probably 10 to 15 of your opponents and I will take a look at exactly what kind of ads they're running, what kind of hooks, what kind of formats. So to do that, the easiest way is to go to Facebook Ads Library, which is a free tool from Facebook. And pretty much you will search for the brand name and then you will see all the ads that we're running right now. So I pull up just one example here. This is a clothing brand, it's called Mott & Bow, and let's take a look just real quickly what kind of ads we're running. So just scrolling through, I just noticed that most of their content is videos. Yeah, they have some images, but the majority of their content, of their ads is videos. So this gives me just a very fast insight that most likely for them what is working better is videos. So let's take a look at also some videos. It looks, yeah, that they are like literally a video format. I was thinking that maybe they have some slideshows, which simply means there are some images and they kind of transformed those into videos. So what I will do, I will go ahead at the bottom of the page and I will take a look at the ads that they've been active for the longest period of time, because those ones are most likely they are converting the best. Otherwise, they will not be running that ad for such a long period of time. So let's scroll down. I see that they've got quite some ads. Now, we see that this particular ad has been active since January. And this seems like it's a carousel, but actually it's an image. Taking this inside, you could actually go ahead and test also an image. And the thing is that with this particular image, it's very interesting how they design, because it looks, like I said, like a carousel. It's like a split image. So it's something that you can write that down and test that for your ad account. So essentially what we're doing is we are paying attention to all the elements of their ad creatives, including what kind of text overlays they're using, what kind of format, what kind of hooks, and then we take that, we replicate, we get inspired and create some ads that speak to our customer and is within your brand message. Do not try to copy like the exact frames, because that's not very authentic, and at the end of the day, I assume that you want your business to stand out for some kind of concept and for some kind of messages. So that's important to keep original at the end of the day, but use some proven elements that for your competitors are working very well. Now, something that can happen when you are using their proven elements or their proven concepts of their ads is that for your business is not going to work as well, because every single brand is different when it comes to advertising and when it comes to putting your ads out there and trying to market and trying to get and attract customers for your business. So it's important to have the right expectations when you are just starting out, and you have to be flexible and not be super attached to why those ads are not working. Then pretty much after launching those ads, you'll learn pretty quickly why they are not working, just looking at the data and what you can do to improve them. One recommendation that I would give, if let's say that you found out that video formats are working well for your competitor and you went and you tested that for your ad account and it didn't work, then from there what I would do is actually testing completely, like I'm talking about with completely different concepts and different angles for your brand, so you could figure out in a much shorter period of time what kind of angle and what kind of marketing message is working better for your business. And as you can see, I can give you here a perfect example. You could notice that these 4 ad creatives, they are all selling jewelry, but actually they have different concepts and they have different formats. So the first one, you could see that this kind of appeals to more the end goal of a customer. Pretty much when you get this product, then you will make a point, like you are gonna make a statement. The second one is, and they are both these 2 ad creatives via videos. The second one speaks more from the pinpoint aspect. So it starts off with sick of green necks, and this speaks to a different kind of group of audience. So the message will resonate with different customers, and that is going to allow you to understand which message kind of is gonna work better for your brand, and then you can go from there. Other things that you could test and is going to be completely different is formats. As you can see, we have here a dynamic carousel, and on Facebook Ads Library it looks like a picture on a white background, but to understand if actually that is a dynamic carousel or not, it's going to say something like this ad has multiple versions. This means that they are running either a dynamic carousel or a dynamic creative, which basically means you're throwing lots and lots of assets such as images and videos, and then Facebook is making different combinations based on how users are interacting and behaving on their platform. And also we have here a carousel. When you are making such major testings with your ads, then you will definitely understand what kind of format, what kind of hook, what kind of message is going to work the best. So pretty much when you have a brand new ad account, our main goal is not to just go straight forward and launch the first ad and get the best results possible, because that happens very, very rarely, and we have to have the right expectations, but rather is to figure out what kind of format, what kind of hook, what kind of text and messages are working the best. So then from there we could go ahead and make some more iterations and improve our ads. You cannot launch the first ad and expect that it's going to be the best and it's gonna give you the highest return on spend and the highest profit that you are thinking of. Now, before I go into the second scenario, which is for brands that are more established, where they've been running ads for a while and they got quite some insights and data. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe and click on the notification bell so you get notified every single time when I upload a new video. Every other day, I launch one more video where I talk about how to increase sales through Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok ads, and how to increase your conversion rate through conversion rate optimization. So pretty much this channel is all about conversions and traffic, 2 important aspects that is going to increase your sales. Now, speaking about the second scenario, when you've got some ads and they've been running and you have some insights to figure out which ad creatives to run next for better efficiency, so you don't need to lose so much money on testing. First thing first that I would recommend is looking at all your ads that you've been running, not only the ones that they are active, but also all the ads that you've been turned off. And now just look at every single creative and pay attention more to the patterns. So from this screenshot, you can see that I selected here over 200 campaigns. Now, of course, this ad account has been like around for a couple of years, and we have here over 725 ads. So when I look at all these ads, I want to look at specifically at the creatives that have the most volume in terms of purchases. If they've got like 1 or 2 purchases, those are not so helpful or useful to understand like why they worked and what you can do next to improve those ads. So I would take a look more at the ads that got, let's say, 5 purchases and above, and the return on spend also is profitable. It's bigger than your break even. For example, if your break even return on spend is 1.5 and those ads have got like 2x, 2.5x, and they have also very good volume, those are the ads that you want to pay attention to. When I look at those ads, first of all, I filter them and I just let them like in front of me. All the other ones that got 1 purchase, 2 purchase, I just kind of remove because I apply the filter, and then I look exactly why. So I ask myself why they worked, what made the customer to go ahead and purchase, what is the elements or whatever things that we are saying, what is the message, what is the positioning, what is the hook that we are using for that ad creative, and how can we replicate or even improve that for the next ad creatives. So just looking at these ads, I can observe that most of them, they are using this simplicity angle, meaning is that we have just the product itself, and we are using also some kind of text overlays that are explaining the benefits of a product. It's more about what people will get, what is the end goal, how they are going to feel after using this product, and that's what I observe from this ad account. So from here, what I can do is go ahead and think about it. Okay, let's create more of these simplicity ads, but let's have some iterations and change, let's say, the text overlay. Let's change the end goal. Let's put some kind of other emotions that people might get wearing this product. In that way, I can test that and see whether that next testing is going to outperform the first one. And if yes, that has a very good chance of being scaled further. And by the way, if you see some ads, they've got like a return on spend less than 1x. Actually, we have to understand that right now how attribution works is not that accurately, so you need to make sure that you're using UTM parameters or third-party software tools to assess the results better, because Facebook ad attribution is not attributing 100% accurately those results. So when you're looking at these ads, also take a look at the UTM or at the third-party software tool that you're using, and then based on those data points, make your decision about which ad creative to run next. One more thing that I want to tackle here, and this example is just perfect, is looking at these creatives. Because they're using this simplicity angle, I can tell you that the design itself is doing most of the heavy lifting. Yeah, of course, we're using this marketing message and we are persuading, we are kind of showing how people will feel, because at the end of the day, it's all about emotions. Human beings are emotional creatures. That's why they buy your products. So when we look at these type of ads, and if you will have in the future something like this, when you see that the ad itself is very simple, it's, let's say, a picture with just the product itself. One thing that you could ask yourself is, what made this product so compelling, and what made customers to buy the product itself without any explanations or without any persuasion? When you're asking these types of questions, you have much more clarity about what kind of collections, what kind of new products you can launch further that they will have much more potential of selling. This is another mistake that most e-commerce owners do, is that they're just launching new products, but they are not looking and they're not asking themselves why the previous products, why the previous bestsellers are selling so well. When you ask yourself this question consistently and you look at data and you ask customers why they chose that product, and they are using certain words, then you will be able to launch new products that fit within kind of the same style or the same category. Now from here you can understand that actually I have a completely different view on how business owners or e-commerce owners they should operate and how they have to launch new products. It's not about, oh, I think that product is good and it's beautiful. It's all about the customer's needs and wants. When you can tackle them, in that case, you'll have not only one bestseller or not only two bestsellers, but a number of them. Everything you do in your business cannot be accidental. Every move, every action has to be only based on data once you have it. The worst thing that I noticed throughout my marketing career is looking at brands with thousands of data points and they're still guessing about all these ads they are launching. They just launch ads that they believe they are cool. Make sure at the end of the day that you fulfill the customer's needs and wants for your ads, for your website, and for your product design, and not your ego, because your ego is not gonna give you revenue at all. Just trust me. Now, at the end, I wanna just say I really appreciate your support, and thanks very much for watching this video till the end. And until then, I will talk to you later.